Hello everyone, my name is Geeta and welcome to your Pick a Card reading. So the title of this video is going to be What's Coming Within the Next Week. So this is going to be stone number 1 with the Tiger's Eye, stone number 2 with the Aventurine, stone number 3 with the Lapis Lazuli, and stone number 4 with the clear quartz crystal. So you can take a moment and pause the video and preferably get out your pendulum and pick. If you don't have a pendulum, you can easily make one out of a device. You could just tie pretty much any small heavy object to the end of a string of some sort, put it between your fingers like so, and then you kind of program it and you say this way is for yes and this way is for no. Then you stop it, you actually make it go those directions, and then you ask your questions. Is stone number 1 have a message for me, yes or no? And then it'll say if there's a message for you. Anyway, so, but if there's not, and say like they all say no, do not force the issue. I mean, you can watch the whole video if you want, if you really want to do that at entertainment purposes, but there won't be a message for you. And then kind of you can just move on to another video. Anyways, but yeah, use your pendulum. Anyways, while you're doing that, I would just like to say that if you like this kind of video, please give my video a thumbs up. It lets me know that you would like this kind of video more often. And I will keep doing the title. This is a new title for me, so make sure you thumbs up the video if you want me to do this title again. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you would like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Also, in the video description, you will find your timestamps. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started and let's see what's coming up in the next week for you. Alright, so here we have the cards for stone number 1 with the Tiger's Eye, and let's find out what's coming up for the next week. So each card is for each day of the week, so this is going to be, whatever day you're starting on. If you're already on Monday, or if you're on Wednesday, then it's going to be, Wednesday or Thursday, Friday, whatever it kind of helps if you decide beforehand, but if you want to be safe, you can always just go to the next day, the following day, if you're at the end of the day today. Okay, so we have the Tower in the reverse, we have the World, we have the 9 of Pentacles, we have Justice in the reverse, we have the Magician in the reverse, we have the 10 of Wands in the reverse, and we have the Page of Swords in the reverse. And then, so your advice for the week, I have by the book number 11 for the Wisdom Oracle. And then we have number 24, Time for a Nap. And I will be clarifying this with this. So let's start with number 1 with the Tower in the reverse. Okay, so that seems like it could indicate like a warning with the Tower. It could feel like almost like impending doom for some of you, but it could indicate stubbornness, warning, or mounting pressure, or just ongoing chaos, But for the first day, we have the Tower in the reverse. So let's go ahead and clarify the Tower in the reverse with the tarot dice. All right, please clarify. All right, tell me what's going on for the first day. First day number 1. Ooh, okay. 4, 5, 6, 7. There's that Tower. It's in the reverse too. So it looks like for the most part, I would be surprised if you're an Earth sign with some of this stuff. I'm seeing a lot of, like, even a Capricorn. But what is the 9? I'm trying to remember which one it is. I don't think that one's Capricorn. Oh, Virgo. That's right, I remember. Looks like the situation with the Tower is going to involve love. For some of you, it's going to be new love, or it could just be a lot of there's going to be a lot of passion involved. It's going to be an emotional situation. Also could indicate like some kind of public recognition, so it could be something that happens in public which could actually leave you feeling embarrassed. But you will get over it and you will move away from the mental turmoil, the problem, the embarrassment, if that is what it does entail, which it could very well be. I do see what is going to be happening. It could indicate someone that you love who is being uncooperative, and they might be reacting poorly to some of your guidance. But I do see that there will be a compromise. It looks like you're probably going to be the one who's compromising. You will be pretty disappointed. For some of you, I am feeling like this is going to be a situation that's happening like with your child, because we do have mothering here. It feels like a family matter for a lot of you. I do feel like you kind of like a creative brainstorming, and by the next day with the world, everything will be like kind of resolved and going on and moving on. So let's go ahead and move on to number 2 with the world. All right, so please tell us what's going to be happening with card number 2 with the world, please. So we still got the Tower that's coming up. You're still trying to move on from the day before. I do see you having a hard time making progress, but you try to adapt. You adapt. Okay, you're still trying to be optimistic. You're strong. You're controlling yourself. Some of you might be faking it a little bit. We do have the 7 of Swords. I do feel like there is like a lack of, there is going to be a lack of balance. I do see you kind of keeping it to yourself though, and trying to be strong. And I feel like you're you could be a leadership role, but I feel like you, with the Emperor, that you're going to be like taking charge of the situation though, and moving forward, moving on from it, trying to just let it go, and then trying to learn from the situation with the 7 of Pentacles. And then moving on, then you're finally going to start moving on away from the emotional turmoil. After that, by the end of the day, you're gonna start kind of releasing whatever happened here, but it's still you're still going to be working through it. There is going to be still this new beginning though on that day. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the next day right here. With the 9 of Pentacles is about feeling self-sufficient, being independent, self-sufficient, getting things done, earned luxuries, rewards. So I feel like that the 3rd day is going to be a nice day for you. You're going to be chilling and happy, maybe going out to eat, you know, doing some things to pamper yourself. All right, let's clarify the 9 of Pentacles. Someone messaging me. Where's the thing? Why is it there? There we go. All right, I see you again. You're moving away from mental turmoil. I do feel like there's going to be more cooperation on this day. Okay, with this 9 of Pentacles, people are going to be thinking logically. It's just going to be a lot more playful, a lot more nurturing, a lot more optimistic. We have the Sun here. Things are going to be a lot better on this day. I feel like there's going to be honest, clear communication going on, and a recovery, and having some fun. I think you're going to be having a lot of fun that day. All right, so let's go ahead and go to justice. Now, justice is in the reverse, so that's showing that there is a lack of balance. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify justice in the reverse. All right, please clarify justice in the reverse. Ooh, that was weird. I feel like there's going to be a situation that is not fair. I kind of feel like I could see that coming. It was showing justice in here by this day. It might actually begin on this day, towards the end. I do see, though, being cautious, though, planting seeds, still trying to recover. Got the Nine of Pentacles here. Again, it's going to go back to people not cooperating on this day. People are not going to be cooperating again. It's going to start up again. This right here is going to kind of flail up again and rear its ugly head. Again, with the Six of Wands in the reverse, there's going to be, something could go down in public, in the open. Something could happen that, you know, that it's that's hurtful. I feel like someone could say something hurtful. Also could indicate like a sacrifice or something that will have to be made, but you'll be launching long-term plans. And again, I feel like the people that is going to be around you is going to be really into their ego this day. The fourth day, they're going to be really into their ego, not cooperating. Here you are, you're like being like the Nine of Pentacles. You're just like, hey, what's up? I'm earned luxury. I'm like got me some rewards going on. I got the Empress energy going on, and they'd be like, no, we're not going to cooperate. So sorry about that. That's what it seems like is going on this day. So the Magician in the reverse is like intention, but without taking any action. So like it's like trying to manifest, but without actually physically doing anything. All right, so let's clarify the Magician. So this day is going to be about, you're going to have to make a decision about something, okay? But you're going to have a hard time with it. You're going to be stuck in a stalemate. There's going to be a conflict. It's like the choices between some kind of conflict about taking a leap of faith. Also, you'll be trying to juggle multiple things. Trying to free yourself from being in a victim mentality. Trying to like keep out of that Eight of Swords mentality. You'll have to be choosing between like your faith, like what you believe in, your spirituality. You're going to end up having a lot of reflecting on the situation before you make the choice. However, there's like the Ten of Swords here and the Ten of Pentacles. You will be finishing up a cycle. We also have the Wheel of Fortune here. You'll be finishing up a cycle. You'll be moving on passionately. Things will be getting better after that, but you're getting close to finishing up a cycle there with the 9s and the 10s. I feel like you're going to be maybe even some closed off, not very trusting. I'm trying to see, like, I'm trying to figure out what you should do. Like, if I could figure out which one is the best solution, if I could try to figure out what to tell you. feel like you should go forward with whatever it is. For most of you, I feel like it's go forward. If you're really unsure what you should choose, I'm trying to make like a series of videos where you Tarot answers your questions. You use your pendulum and you pick which option it is with it. It's called Tarot Answers Your Question, yes or no. Try that out and see if that helps you get some guidance, because I do clarification with that. So let's go ahead and move on to the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands in the reverse is about feeling alone, feeling like you're kind of a martyr and you're kind of doing everything on your own and having a lot of burden, a lot of obligation, feeling really weighed down. So let's clarify the Ten of Wands in the reverse. All right, what's going on in the Ten of Wands with the reverse? All right, with the Ten of Wands in the reverse, there could be a lack of balance in the romantic relationship with the Two of Cups in the reverse. For some of you, you might even end a relationship. But also, you could actually revive a relationship as well. Either way, I feel like for most of you, there's like a disappointment in a relationship because there's a lack of balance in the situation, and that I feel like you might end up ending the situation, or you might end up ending it and then later on reconciling it. But for here, I do see it ending. Again, I feel like you're worried about maybe some of your work situation. You might be worried about work, but you will adapt. And you'll learn from the situation. And you'll be strong and you'll stand up for what you believe in. You have a lot of ideas. Also, don't be afraid to communicate. Communicate how you're feeling. Don't forget. Speak up about how you're feeling. All right, so let's go ahead. Again, that's the same thing with the Page of Swords right here. I need some water. All right, so we have the Page of Swords in the reverse, and that is about, it could indicate a misunderstanding, but also could indicate being afraid to speak up. So let's clarify the Page of Swords in the reverse. And that is the last day. I'm trying to avoid calling them days of the week, because you guys can watch this on any day, so it doesn't matter. Like, what if you watch it on a Monday? Alright. Tell me the Page of Swords in the reverse. Please tell me what's going on with the Page of Swords in the reverse. Alright, so for this one, the Page of Swords in the reverse. I see you'll be confused about a situation. You'll be looking for a sign, though, trying to figure out what you're doing. You're trying to think logically about the situation. So I'm feeling there's going to be a lot of you who are going to be confused and misunderstanding the situation. I do see there will have to be a compromise, though. I see you working on this situation, trying to have faith. Might be feeling a little burnt out over it, though. Also, you might be feeling attacked or defeated. But I do see you still launching long-term plans and adjusting, starting something new with the Ace of Wands. I see you being protective and nurturing. I can't help but think, sometimes when I see that devil there, it feels like almost like something negative is holding you back. I feel like there's something that's going to be holding you back and restricting you and limiting you from being able to understand. So you're going to have to fight your way through that. But so anyways, let's go ahead and read your oracle cards and see what they say. Maybe they'll help you, give you some guidance on the situation. So the first one I'm going to read is number 11 by the book. This one right here is about abiding by social rules, conformity, respecting cultural or family customs, and universal laws. So it says the universe works within a structure of divine laws and principles that provides a framework for human experience and evolution. The law of abundance, the law of prayer, the law of karma, and the law of attraction, the law of thought, and the law of compensation, and the law of nature are only a few that are known. These principles create perfect order to operate with a kind of precision beyond human understanding. Even revolution has its place in the universal law. Human beings, in turn, have their own laws and customs that vary from culture to culture and family to family. Laws keep social order and govern behavior, reflecting an instinctive understanding that harmony is important. This is a time to learn these laws and conform to them rather than being the rebel and flouting them. When this card appears, submit to structure and follow the rules even if they seem to make no sense. Release resistance for universal laws will correct any disharmony. Open your eyes to those universal laws, and it will be easier to go by the book at this time. And then we have number 24, time for a nap. That's like some advice for you. Maybe that'll help you. Hopefully this makes sense to you. So the essential meaning for this one is rest, rejuvenation, and renewal, temporary non-action, allowing dreams to arise. It says this is a time to step away and rest. Let the cares of your world go. Go into a state of non-action and allow yourself to be free of the shackles of your goals, your lists, your desires. Nothing is as important as rest, detachment, and neutrality. The overly busy mind can block you from inner wisdom if you don't step back and take a seat and rest. Be willing to let dreams surface and ideas flow through you absent any force or conscious direction as you observe without engagement now. Alright, so anyways, that's all I have for stone number 1. If you like this kind of reading, please give my video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it and it really helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you would like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Alright, well thank you very much. Now I'm going to go ahead now and move on to stone number 2. Alright, so here we have the cards for stone number 2 with the adventuring, and let's find out what's going to be happening for you in the upcoming week. So, these are going to be like different days for the different days of the week. I'm going to clarify with the tarot dice. I'm trying something new. Hopefully this works out great. It is kind of timely though. This is taking longer than I thought. I thought these would take maybe 10 minutes and they're taking like 20. So, I don't know. Maybe either I need to speed it up or something. I don't know what I'm doing here. I get pretty generous with my time with you guys sometimes. Anyways, so the first day is going to be we have the 2 of Pentacles. The second day is the Ace of Swords. The third day is the 5 of Wands in the reverse. We have on the 4th day, the King of Pentacles. The 5th day is the 10 of Wands. The 6th day is the Knight of Swords. And the 4th day, I already picked something up about that, is the 4 of Swords. So I kind of want to, I was squishing these before. Maybe I'll put them right there. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify these. So the 2 of Pentacles. So on the first day, I'm really feeling of this week is going to be with the 2 of Pentacles. You're going to be trying to adapt. You're going to be going through like kind of like a lot of emotional turmoil. Not maybe turmoil, but like turbulence, if that makes more sense. And things are going to be, but you're going to be juggling it and you're going to be adapting really well to the situation. So let's go ahead and find out what this says about the first day. Please tell us about 2 of Pentacles. Please clarify the 2 of Pentacles card. All right. Ooh, could be love related. We have the lovers here. So it could be love related, and we have the Tower as well and the Hangman. So it looks like a pause in action may be needed, but I feel like you're going to still be happy, but you're kind of going through some drama, okay? And it could just be, I feel like it's something that's ongoing with the Tower in the reverse. Also, it feels like maybe like you're not getting the recognition or something for a lot of things that you've like, maybe there's some kind of sacrifices, there's things that you've given that maybe you've even given up, and you're not being recognized for it. Like they're just nobody, I feel like nobody, people are not appreciating you, but you're trying to suck it up and you're juggling those two pentacles, right? You are feeling kind of bummed out and disappointed, but you try to be a strong leader. I do see with the Eight of Pentacles, so, and I do see manifesting money. Some of you may be in a leadership role, taking charge of the situation and trying to create abundance and being really happy. Even though I feel like you will be mentally overwhelmed by the end of the day and feeling pretty pooped. What's the words? Tired, worn out. May even be feeling a little defeated. So let's see what it says about the second card with the Ace of Swords. All right. So the Ace of Swords is either about communication. It's like communication, realizing the truth about the situation, because the Ace of Swords is like the truth, the sword of truth. It cuts through and gets to the truth of the situation. It can indicate like a message about the truth. Right, so let's clarify the Ace of Swords for the second day. Clarify the Ace of Swords. So on the second day, it looks like there's going to be possibly a decision that's going to have to be made. But I do see you being pretty negative about it. Either that, or you're going to be really negative, or you're going to try to stay emotionally calm. I do feel like there is a bit of a conflict, but you are going to be operating at a higher level, you know, like with the Seven of Wands, you're going to be operating from a higher point and more likely to win this struggle, this fight. Even though, you know, trying to avoid ending up feeling like you're in a victim mentality. I do see you with the Chariot in the reverse having a hard time making progress, though, as part of the conflict. And you're actually manifesting this stalemate with the Two of Swords. But we do have the Knight of Cups. So it's like you're trying to manifest a happy home, you're trying to manifest love, but you're manifesting also the stalemate by not being able to make any more forward movement with the Chariot. But again, we have the Two of Pentacles. You're freaking juggling those pentacles, going, I can do it, I can do it. And you keep going through. I see you working really hard and compromising and making it through. So let's go ahead and go on the third day. So the Five of Wands in the reverse is about a time after a struggle where things are being resolved. So the Five of Wands should indicate some kind of resolution that could be happening. All right, so let's clarify for the third day. I hate it when I drop this dice on the floor. It's hard to hold them all, okay? My hands aren't that big. All right, so let's clarify the Five of Wands in the reverse. All right, let's clarify the Five of Wands in the reverse for the third day. Oh, again, we got that Lovers, all right? So this is love, definitely still is involved. Probably a soulmate. Being disappointed. See, just a lot of disappointment. However, I'm feeling like you're going to be more emotionally calm. I feel like there's going to be a lot more love going on that day. I feel like there's going to be a lot of communication, clear, honest communication that is really going to help, and you're going to be manifesting that, and that is going to be able to be manifesting this world right here, the world, which is about completion and integration and like maybe even a new start. Again, we have the Six of Wands, so could indicate public recognition, but also a victory. Again, like I was saying the day before, you had the Seven of Wands, so you were coming at it at a higher standpoint, and you're most likely to win it. As far as money goes, it looks like you might be kind of not making too much money on that day, but I see you kind of checking out your options. Some of you may be looking for a new job. Not all of you, but some of you may be looking for a new job because you want to be more financially independent. All right, so let's go ahead. So we have the King of Pentacles. So on the 4th day, you're going to be like the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is someone who could be a father, someone who could be a boss, but also could be somebody who is wealthy and successful. So you'll be feeling a lot more successful on the 4th day here with the King of Pentacles. Let's clarify the King of Pentacles for the 4th day. All right, please clarify the King of Pentacles for the 4th day. Alrighty. You're worried about your friends. Trying to think logically about the situation. Might be having a guarded heart or some blocked intuition. I do see you looking inwards though, or needing to look inwards. Suddenly something's going to happen with your friends on that day. It's going to cause some worry. It could be anything. It's going to vary from person to person. But don't worry when it happens. There will be options, and it will be taken care of. They will be treated fairly, and there is hope in the situation. Okay? I feel like there will be like an emotional breakthrough in this situation also in that day. And we have the King of Wands feeling way more authentic, assertive in a leadership role, confident, heading towards that 10 of Cups is in the upright. So I feel like it's going to be a better day, but you might have a little bit of drama with your friends. It could be not just drama, it could be, I'm feeling like for some of you, some of them, they may get injured or something like that, and you might have to help them, and they might go through something and you'll end up having to help them. All right, so let's go ahead and go on to the 5th day with the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is about obligations, burdens, obligations, responsibilities, and you carrying it all on your back. But you're kind of doing it a little bit more happily because your success is like a successful burden. All right, so let's clarify the 10 of Wands. Please clarify the 10 of Wands. Oh no, don't manifest the Tower. But we still got that 10 Cups going on for you. You're manifesting disappointment. Might be trying to do too much on your own. I do see you not giving up. Not giving up. Still going over those options though. Because things are not quite working out. I see you gathering some more information about a situation. Trying to get more clear about your options. I do see you getting some nice bright ideas. Stopping and assessing the situation, realizing the truth again with the Ace of Swords, and actually listening to your intuition with the Queen of Cups. I feel like you're going to be listening to intuition. You got to be listening to not just your intuition, but you're going to be having some empathy going on. I don't know. I feel like actually you're going to be getting some information, psychic information. You're going to have to listen to your intuition. You're going to get like some kind of intuitive thing that's going to go on, and you're going to realize the truth about the situation. Alright, so let's go ahead and go on to the Knight of Swords. For the 6th day, let's clarify the Knight of Swords, please. Clarify the Knight of Swords. Clarify the Knight of Swords with the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords has the 4 of Cups. You might end up missing out on an opportunity. I see you kind of charging forward. I feel like you might be jumping the gun. You might get an opportunity. You're going to have opportunities, right? And I feel like, one, you might end up jumping the gun, and then when you do that, you might miss your chance on another opportunity. I feel like you're trying to think logically about the situation, and your thinking logical answer is to rush forward, but I'm feeling like you shouldn't. I feel like you should rest and reflect on the situation. Because you might, and I do see you worried about being defeated. Possibly the ending of something. Something emotional. It also could indicate a transformation. I do see people being fair, balanced. I do feel like somebody's going to be a little bit too sensitive. Might be you. Especially if you're that King of Swords person. If you're an Aquarius, it could be you. But I do see teamwork. Also, it could indicate a celebration. But also launching some long-term plans, setting some goals. Feeling abundant with the Empress. But I'm really feeling like you might end up missing an opportunity if you rush forward, so be careful with that. So let's go ahead on to the last day. The 7th day is the day of rest, I guess, because we have the 4 of Swords. And the 4 of Swords is about resting and reflecting on the situation. Taking a break can indicate a vacation. If you go on a vacation on that day, let me know. I'm curious. Alright, so, and then send me pictures in my email, I'll post them on my Instagram. If you send me nice pictures, I'll post them on my Instagram, and I'll even put you, I'll be like, hey, my friend such and such sent this to me in the email. Alright, so let's clarify the 4 of Swords, please, for the 7th day. Ooh. You got the 8 of Pentacles on top of the 5 of Pentacles. So, looks like you might end up getting some extra moolah that day. I see you working, coming together. I see good teamwork going on. There is a bit of a conflict going on with your teamwork, but I feel like you'll work it out. And releasing any negativity. We do have the 2 of Swords, though. Yeah. That's going to be a good day for money. Maybe you get paid that day. I don't know. But you got the 10 of Pentacles, man. You got the 8 of Pentacles. You got the 3 of Pentacles. You got even the Page of Pentacles. You got the 5 of Pentacles. You have the 9 of Pentacles. So I feel like you're going to be like having some money, chilling with your friends. Looks like you might be having some fun with your friends. You might be going out for some drinks by that day. Looks like it's going to be a good day, though. Yeah, but just be careful you don't spend too much money while you're having fun, all right? All right, so let's go ahead and read your oracle cards. So you got number 47, go the distance, and you got number 39, new life. Maybe that's what you're working for, your new life. So let's go ahead and read number 47. All right, so the central meaning for this card right here is endurance, strength, and the long haul. So it says to bring your dream to life, you must think long term and pay no attention to the fluctuations in the current of your experience. Joy and disappointment commingle with opportunities, so there is no need to fear the occasional obstacle. Life is not a sprint. This card is a reminder that you have endurance, strength, and fortitude to carry you all the way. Remain alone will keep you in alignment with the energy of miracles. What is yours will never be withheld from you. Remember that. And then we have number 39, New Life. I see you doing that too in these cards. So the essential meaning of this card is birth of new ideas. I saw that too. Growth, opportunities. So there's a lot of opportunities, okay, coming this week. A breath of fresh air and life renewing itself. So it's like when spring awakens the world, joy and excitement can be felt all around and in your very core. Blossoms burst from trees overnight, birds return home and sing their glorious song. And nature is full of promise. Miracles beckon all of us. This is one of those times in your life when new ideas inspire you to open new opportunities, bring you hope to seeing your dreams come true. All is well in your world and you have the energy you need to feel renewed. Allow your heart to fill with enthusiasm. Let your light shine, for this is a time of good fortune. And I'm seeing that especially by the end of the week. Anyways, that's all I have for stone number 2. If you like this kind of reading, please give my video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it and it really helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Alright, well thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead now and move on to stone number 3. Alright, so here we are with stone number 3 with the lapis lazuli, and let's find out what's coming for your next following week. What's coming up? What's going to happen? Looks like it's going to be rough. I'm not going to lie. So we have the 3 of Swords, the King of Swords, the 5 of Cups in the reverse, the 7 of Swords, the 9 of Wands, the Ace of Cups in the reverse, and the 10 of Cups in the reverse. And your Oracle card is going to be number 16, All That Glitters, and number 1, Yang. Oh boy. Alright, so this is going to be like, this is going to go by days of the week. So this is going to be like day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So day 1 is the 3 of Swords. Day 2 is the King of Swords. Day 3 is the 5 of Cups in the reverse. Day 4 is the 7 of Swords. Day 5 is the 9 of Wands. Day 6 is the Ace of Cups in the reverse. And day 7 is the 10 of Cups in the reverse. So let's start with 1. As some of you probably know, the 3 of Swords is about like a loss, sorrow, betrayal. Also can indicate a necessary sacrifice. Either way, it's about a difficult loss. So let's go ahead and clarify the 3 of Swords, please, with the tarot dice. Alright, let's clarify the 3 of Swords, please. Clarify the 3 of Swords. This is a heavy week, man. I see you not really wanting to move from your current situation. Trying to stay pretty confident, even though you are mentally overwhelmed. You're trying to stay emotionally calm through this difficult loss. Trying to go over your options. I see you with the 2 of Pentacles, trying to juggle it, trying to make it look like you can handle it. Even though I do feel like you're going to be losing, you're not going to be very trustful, you're going to kind of closing off from people. Also, however, there could be an apology that could end up happening. I don't know who's going to be doing the apology though. Also, I do see someone is being overly sensitive. It doesn't have to be necessarily you. You'll know who. And then I do see there's like a lack of balance between give and take. You're gonna be feeling pretty, trying to find the right word. Trying to think of the right word. It's like there's going to be some kind of painful truth, but also I'm feeling like you're going to be afraid to shine. But I do see you trying to adapt and accept how things are and start moving towards a new beginning with the Ace of Wands. So now we have the King of Swords. So here you are, you're the King of Swords. You're trying to think logically about the situation. So let's go ahead and clarify the King of Swords. Oh, I dropped a dice. Alright, I did it again. Where'd it go? There it is. Alright, let's clarify the King of Swords, please, with the tarot dice. Clarify the King of Swords. Alright. Man. Alright, so I see maybe you might even be trying to over-compromise, but I do feel like that you're compromising. Someone who's a King of Pentacles, something with someone who's a King of Pentacles. I don't think that's you. Someone, you could be an Aquarius, but I do see you at rock bottom. You're kind of feeling stuck, having a hard time having a hard time progressing in the situation. I do see you trying to send nice messages with somebody. I feel like the other person's going to be standing up for what they believe in. And I feel like that you're trying to stand up for what you believe in as well. It's like somebody might say something that's not so nice. I feel like you're trying to make progress, but then someone's going to be saying something. We have the Knight of Swords, which suffer, in my opinion, from foot and mouth disease. If that makes sense. It's like somebody puts their foot in their mouth too much. I feel like someone's going to say something they're not supposed to say. You're going to be feeling attacked. But I do see you being wise and just reflecting on the situation. I feel like there's going to be a message of truth, but you're going to be feeling like, you have the Eight of Swords, you're going to be feeling kind of down on yourself and having some anxiety and worrying and feeling at rock bottom. And now we're going to go on to the Five of Cups on the third day, which is about kind of ongoing suffering and loss. Hopefully it can indicate picking up the pieces. So hopefully you'll be picking up the pieces. You did have the Star, so it looks like everything, you're trying to stay optimistic. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify the Five of Cups for the third day, please. Please clarify the Five of Cups in reverse. Oh, Lord. All right. For some of you, you might catch your child lying to you. I'm just going to say that. But I do see a situation not being able to let go of the past. But I feel like someone that might get caught from doing something, someone's going to have to, I feel like there's going to be maybe even somebody coming clean about something in the past. It could be you. I feel like that is what's being manifested here with a Magician. Not being able to move on very well, trying to have a new start, but you're kind of stuck in a stalemate between different options and having a new start, trying to figure out what it is, also trying to juggle things, also having responsibility, obligations with the Ten of Wands, but still setting some long-term goals. However, you might be actually feeling overwhelmed. And then the Four of Cups in the reverse. Looks like you might have an emotional breakthrough. There's that anxiety, though. You're still going to be having that anxiety about those options and what you should do, trying to make the right choice. But I do feel like somebody is going to be deceptive on that day. And obviously, on the next day, they're going to be deceptive as well, because we have the Seven of Swords. Now, you could end up being the one who's deceptive. But it's probably talking more about somebody else. But, I mean, the Seven of Swords is an Aquarius card. We have an Aquarius card here. And I keep getting Aquarius dice, so the person could be an Aquarius who's being deceptive. But let's go ahead and clarify the fourth card, please. please clarify the fourth card, the Seven of Swords, please? Please clarify the Seven of Swords. I feel like someone's going to be being deceptive, most likely with you, and that's what it's trying to say. Now, it could indicate with a Seven of Swords, kind of like when you're strategizing and gathering information before making your next move. But I'm not feeling like that is really what it is for most of you here. I feel like someone's going to come off as being mean. I feel like you're going to come forward and say something dumb again. They're not going to be holding back. You're going to be fighting, though, and trying to stand up for what you believe in. I feel like you're going to be like really loving and trying to look for love and trying to be like that, and then I feel like they could be end up being mean to you in return. Also, you end up being emotionally guarded. That happens here too. On the next day, I do see a conflict and an unfinished business. But it feels like you're overwhelmed. It's like being overwhelmed. The conflict and being overwhelmed with the conflict. Looks like you're going to start to want to move away from the emotion, from the situation emotionally. This is some drama. I feel like someone's going to say some bad things. Somebody's going to be mean. Alright, so let's go ahead and go on to the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands does indicate wisdom, like gaining wisdom through experience. Okay, so let's go ahead, but also can indicate being wounded and being emotionally guarded. But also can indicate perseverance. Alright, so let's clarify the Nine of Wands. Fifth day, let's clarify the Nine of Wands on the fifth day. There's the Star again. Let's start with the Hangman. With strength. Oh man, you got a load going on here. There's like a bunch of people here. Jeez. Alright. I don't know if you have something going on with someone who's like a Pisces, an Aquarius, a Leo, a Cancer, a Taurus, whatever a magician is. You got all those guys in there. I can't remember the magician. Gemini, Virgo. You're going to need your faith to get through. There is a person that you know that they could be a Taurus or a Cancer who has some inner wisdom that they could share with you, who also is very good at spiritual guidance. I do see you feeling stuck, okay, in the situation. You got the Five of Cups, so you're feeling disappointed in the situation. You got the Four of Pentacles. You're holding on to everything you got. You're like trying to not lose anything. But then you got the Five of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to try to hold on and not lose anything, and you're just going to end up losing more if you try to do that. You got to not do that. I do see you manifesting being victorious in this situation, or just seeming like you're victorious publicly and to your friends. Looks like you could be having some issues with a friend. The friend could be a Leo. And the person you're feeling stuck with could be an Aquarius. You could be like an Aquarius or a Pisces. But it looks like there might be some kind of pause in action, but more than anything, that hangman. So you're trying to gain a new perspective. Might be a sacrifice or something. And then we have the Seven of Wands, standing up for what you believe in. I feel like you're going to have to stand up for what you believe in. Alright, so then we have the Ace of Cups, which came out in the reverse. The Ace of Cups in the reverse can indicate blocked feelings, numbness, a guarded heart, someone who has insincere emotions, and ignoring your intuition. But either way, this card can indicate, that you're feeling emotionally unbalanced. It may be that you're feeling very sensitive. It may be responding to difficult emotions in a childish way, or somebody else could be. You also could be feeling like a devoid of emotion or emotionally drained, like your cup is being emptied. But you also could be ignoring your emotions or your intuition in a situation because you don't like what they're trying to tell you. So let's go ahead and clarify the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Alright, let's clarify the Ace of Cups in the reverse, please, for day number 6, please. Looks like there's a friend of yours that you might be working on a legacy with. You're going to have to release the situation with whoever you're having this intuition. Whatever the intuition you're ignoring about. I feel like you might be stuck in a victim mentality about this High Priestess person here, or they could be, or they could be trying to release it. But I feel like there's trying to be a compromise, a coming together with this person who is a friend of yours, or you think of them as a friend who you're supposed to have a legacy with. But I'm saying before you're going to have a new start, you're going to have to release you have to release whatever is holding back. You have to release all of this, because I feel like whatever is going on with this other person is not anything to do with all of this. Like they're not the cause of it. Like they're not really part of it. Do you see you having some low self-esteem possibly, and some misdirected energy, making it difficult for you to take a leap of faith with someone else. But also, you could be lacking trust in a person who is, before I was saying, maybe with an Aquarius who possibly could be lying with you or being deceptive in some way, shape, or form. I do see you feeling burnt out by the end of it all. Why do you keep staying in this situation? I feel like there's like a painful truth, and I feel like the painful truth is knowing that this person, okay, is controlling and egotistical, and they abuse the power that they have over you. And you would do good to gain some wisdom through, it's what it's saying right here with the Hermit and the Nine of Wands, gaining some wisdom through experience. I do see that you're overwhelmed, but you're trying to adapt to the situation. But you will be able, things will become lighter if you can you gotta release it. You gotta release it. You gotta release this. Whatever this madness is, you gotta get out of it. You have to give it up. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. So the last day, we have the Ten of Cups in the reverse, which is about emotional lack. You could have some family problems going on, also a separation that could be taking place, but also can indicate a selfishness. You could be having a hard time feeling emotionally fulfilled. And noticing that it's something like where you notice that other people's have something and you're feeling a sense of lack from that. So let's go ahead and clarify for day number 7, the 10 of Cups in the reverse. All right, let's clarify for day number 7, the 10 of Cups in the reverse, please. Alright, so I do see we have the 2 of Swords. You're feeling you're stuck in a stalemate. Things aren't quite working out. You're stuck between things not working out. With the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, you're feeling like you're lacking control. You're really confused. Your ongoing struggle is setbacks, bad luck. I feel like there might be an opportunity coming up, though, for you to gain spiritual guidance from the situation so you can learn how to be victorious over the situation so you can overcome it. I do see, again, with the 5 of Cups that you're feeling really disappointed and a loss. We have the Tower. With the 10 of Wands. In the reverse. So it feels like you're kind of overthinking being alone. I don't think that it'd be that as bad as you think. That's why I'm feeling like you're overthinking it. With the 8 of Swords, feels like it's you overthinking. Then we have the 8 of Cups. It's like the 8 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. Feeling left out in the cold. If you move away from an emotional situation, there's a lack of a balance between give and take. I feel like you really need to let go of the situation. That's what I'm really feeling like. So I'm going to go ahead and read these. So the first one is number 16, All That Glitters. This is your advice for the week. And you need it. This is a heavy week. Man, I sympathize with you big time that you have to deal with this. So the central meaning for this card is a need to see beyond the superficial. The desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature, trying to be something you're not, or chasing after every sparkly new thing and being mercurial. It's only human to want to adorn oneself in trinkets and paint a pretty picture of oneself. It's natural to want to acquire the trappings of status or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, a big house, a title or position, the stamp of authority, or the sparkling of diamonds, these icons let you know something about a person, place, or thing. Or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. I'm almost feeling like whoever you're dealing with might see you in that way, for some of you. Like they might see you as something to elevate your status, their status, and you're like a sparkly thing for them. So they want to elevate their status. It says, this card signals that it's time to see beyond the adornments and probe underneath the surface. Learn to recognize the masks people wear and the motives underlying them. So recognize those fake people. Imagine all that glitter is gone. Would you still desire the object or person? I'm going to read the relationship message because it's obviously relationship related. So sometimes we try to become something we're not to impress others. We embellish a story a bit, adding some dramatic elements to make us more appealing. The real person becomes hidden under the sparkle and shine. Then there are times when we don't see the true value of someone else because he or she may not have the glitz and glamour that seemed so desirable. Now's the time to look past the surface, beyond the mask, to the essence of a person Who that person is, not what he or she has or can give you, is important. See beyond the glitter and look for that inner glow. Use the eyes in your heart, let go of artifice, and let what is authentic shine. All right, and then we have number 1, Yang. All right. So the central meaning for this card is the masculine principle, the movement and creative activity, the power to make things happen, and taking action. It says Yang represents the power of action, the energies that propel the world forward, and manifesting thought and desire into concrete form. Now is the perfect time to act, for you can easily build momentum and take headway. What you want will come into fruition if you proceed confidently. This card signifies new life and a sure sign that obstacles have been overcome. There is no reason to hesitate. You are the shaper of your destiny now. I'm going to read the relationship one too. On this one it says, circumstances are supporting action on your part. It's okay to make the first move. Trust that you will quickly know where you stand. In matters of the heart, there is movement towards your highest good. So go forth with assurance. Passion is in the air now, and the time to dance with the tune of love. Take the lead. All right, and it says, then I wanted to read the protection message with this one. It says, be mindful of the tendency towards impulsive action, overconfidence, and aggressive behavior. Think before you act, lest you find yourself in a situation that will lead to uncomfortable consequences. Be sure you really want what you're chasing after, because you might be sorry when you get it. The appearance of this card isn't cause for fear, for life is all about learning lessons. Practice temperance, diplomacy, and thoughtful consideration before making a move. All right, so anyways, that's all I have for stone number 3. If you like this kind of reading, please give my video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you would like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. All right, well, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead now and move on to stone number 4. All right, so here we have the cards for stone number 4 with a clear quartz crystal, and let's find out what's going to be happening over the next week for you. It looks like a hard week for you. A hard week. Number 3 had a hard week too. This is heavy. So we have the Tower in the reverse for day 1, the 3 of Swords for day 2, the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse for day 3. For day 4, we have the 5 of Cups in the reverse. Day 5 is the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Day 6 is the 6 of Swords, and day 7 is the 8 of Swords in the reverse. And then for your oracle cards, we have number 44, Thinker. We have number 51, Milk and Honey. So you at least have like something positive happening more so in your reading towards the end at least. Man, you guys bringing me some heavy readings, but I guess you wouldn't be here if it was easy on you right now. All right, so we have the Tower in the reverse, and the Tower in the reverse can indicate like an ongoing chaos, like kind of like an ongoing tower movement, like it just keeps going on and on. Also can indicate stubbornness, a warning, and mounting pressure. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify the Tower. I dropped the dice again. All right, let's clarify the Tower, please. For day 1, please clarify the Tower for day 1. All right. Oh. It's a love-related thing. Also could indicate someone who's a soulmate. Who is a Cancer or a Leo. Either way, looks like they might be someone who is authentic. You could be, what is that? A Pisces, 10 of Cups. Anyways, I feel like this person is really authentic. It's either talking about you or them. I feel like it's telling me about them a little bit. Anyways, there's someone who's authentic, someone who's like really like, what is the right word? Someone who is, they're authentic, but also passionate. Someone who's like charismatic, influential. That was the word I was looking for. Energetic, experienced, charismatic. You know. Looks like someone is going to be being mean. Either it's you or them. I feel like this person is going to be very passionate towards you. They're going to be all these ideas and not trying to share all these things. They're going to be very playful. They're trying to be positive and optimistic. I don't think you're going to be in the mood for it. I think because you got something else going on. But generally, this person makes you happy. You do seem to be having a situation you got the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. Looks like you're trying to be financially independent, emotionally independent, or at least emotionally fulfilled. This person does make you emotionally fulfilled. It's not that negative in this dice. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the Tower. Maybe you're with somebody else. That's why there's 3 swords. Maybe you're with somebody else and there's somebody else coming in who makes you really happy. You want to balance the scales. There's also a misunderstanding associated with this situation for some of you. But I'm feeling like some of you are afraid to speak up. Also, but I'm feeling like you really want to say something, maybe in person or something, not just send someone a text message or something. Alright, so let's go ahead and clarify the second one. So the 3 of Swords can indicate for some people a third-party situation. A loss, a sorrow could indicate a betrayal or a necessary sacrifice that needs to be made. Either way, it's about a difficult loss. So let's go ahead and clarify day number 2 with the 3 of Swords. Please clarify the day number 2 with the 3 of Swords. For some of you, you're worried about your past. Could indicate worrying about children too. Either not being able to let go of or releasing the past. And there being enough give and take with the 6 of Pentacles. There might be a person, there is another possible Cancer person, but it could be a Cancer or a Virgo or a Scorpio. There's like another person who you consider a friend who is really wise and has very good guidance, but you're maybe they said something stupid that hurt your feelings. Maybe they were speaking without thinking. Might have been fighting for the wrong thing. I feel like this person is someone you consider a friend, but you do have a healthy beginning going on with them. You do see things. I mean, you are going to be able to adapt with this person, and this person does indicate that you would have some kind of legacy with them. You have to, you're holding it. We have the Four of Pentacles, and it feels like I'm trying to figure out if that Nine of Wands is in the reverse or upright. You're almost to the point where it feels like it's a pointless struggle to fight. It feels like you're trying to fight getting involved with this other person, this third party. But you're starting to feel like it's a pointless struggle to do that. And normally you'll be holding on really tight to that Four of Pentacles, but I feel like you're going to start letting them go. But what I would like to say about this is that when it comes to like the Six of Pentacles, I see, like, I keep seeing the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. What I'm seeing here is that sometimes if you hold on to something too tight, you can end up with a lack of balance. If you're trying to hoard, then that can end up causing a misbalance in between the law of give and take. And so what you have to do is try to find a balance with that. So that's what I'm really seeing, is there needs to be more balance in between those things. All right, so anyways, let's go ahead and go on to the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse is about materialism. It could indicate greed. Again, that's the Four of Pentacles does that as well. Unhealthy choices and being cautious. So let's go ahead and clarify the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse for the third day. All right, let's clarify the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse for the third day, please. So you're worried about protecting something. Your material self, yourself or something. You're worried about the truth. Being stuck in a stalemate between trying to be hopeful, but stuck between standing up for the right thing working on something that you don't feel like you're progressing at. Again, we have the Six of Pentacles. Trying to get more give and take, trying to get a balance of give and take. There's looks like there might be a situation with someone who could be a Cancer, where you need to have more give and take. Someone who maybe you want to work with, that friend maybe that you want to work with or collaborate with, who makes you really happy. You're thinking about taking charge of this over the situation though, and sending a message or doing something, talking to this person maybe about it, communication. But you're still stuck in that stalemate. But I do see you're being optimistic about it. You're still hopeful. All right, so now we have, so actually this is about unhealthy choices. So let's try to make wise choices. Okay, so we have the Five of Cups in the reverse, and that can indicate either picking up the pieces, but also can indicate kind of like an ongoing suffering. It kind of can indicate like almost wallowing in suffering. It's just like a lot of suffering. It just keeps going on for the fourth day. So let's go ahead and clarify the Five of Cups in the reverse for the fourth day. Ooh, you got the Devil right up on top. What is it on top of? The Four of Cups. All right. So we have the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups can indicate a withdrawal from a situation, but the Four of Cups in reverse can indicate an emotional breakthrough or looking for a sign. But the Four of Cups is about possibly missing out on an opportunity because you're too busy focusing. Maybe there's like 3 cups, and I'm getting this 4 cups a lot with these 3 cups. Like, so you got 3 cups that you're focusing on here in this card. See how they're focusing on this 3 cups here. And it's like that in the 4 of Cups card too. So you're focusing on these 3 cups and you're not seeing these other cups behind you. The 4 of Cups card, when you look at it, I don't have it out, but when you look at it, it's a guy sitting there and someone's offering him this magical floating cup, and he's so busy looking at these other 3 cups that he's oblivious to this new opportunity. He's oblivious to this this floating magical cup of offering of probably love, because that's what cups are. So I do see this High Priestess not really giving up on the situation. I see them wanting to make a love offer or being really sweet to you. I do see with the Devil you trying to release a situation, either trying to release or being restricted by the situation. But I'm feeling like there might be you're trying to compromise. Looks like you're going to communicate about this collaboration to coming together, whoever it is, with this third party who is probably like a friend or a coworker or something. I see that you're feeling very passionate about it. There's going to be a compromise. You're going to be able to move on. You're going to take charge of the situation, be able to kind of step forward. You're going to be successful in that. Looks like you're getting tired of being like this. So I told you this could be indicate picking up the pieces. So maybe you're going to pick up the pieces and start carrying on. And then we have the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse on the 5th day. And the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse can indicate giving up on a situation. Like you're ready to give up. You keep repeating mistakes, ignoring the feedback. You got the wrong priorities going on. You're ready to give up on something that you've been working on for a while because you're not getting the results you were hoping for. So let's go ahead and clarify the 7 of Pentacles, please. So we got the Queen of Cups. A lot of Cancer things here, and we have the Tower underneath it. So that's telling me that the Queen of Cups is causing a tower or is related to a tower situation that's going on between you. And that 7 of Pentacles right there in the reverse. Thinking about giving up? I think it's thinking about giving up because you're not getting what you thought you had, what you were going to get out of the situation, not maybe with the Cancer, but with somebody else. It could be a Scorpio, or it could be a Scorpio, Aquarius, that one's Scorpio too, Libra. That one's Scorpio too. Trying to remember what. No, Judgment is Scorpio too. There's going to be a lot of people with Scorpios that they're thinking about giving up on. Either way, there's that person I was telling you about that you're supposed to have this legacy with, that you're trying to work together with, collaborate. I see you moving really slow on that though, taking your sweet ass time. But this person, you are supposed to have a new beginning with them, and this is a shock to you with this Tower. I do see you're able to adapt though. You will be able to adapt, and maybe you don't feel like you're going to, but I think you're going to. You will adapt. You will move away from all of this emotional turmoil. You may not feel like it right now, but you will. There does need to be a sense of balance. So we do have the 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords is about moving away from mental turmoil. So let's go ahead and clarify the 6 of Swords for the 6th card, or the 6th day. All right, let's clarify the 6 of Swords, please. So again, you're stuck at a stalemate about compromising, about some kind of long-term plan that you're wanting to make with a Queen of Cups, which could indicate Cancer or Gemini. Looks like you're going to be trying really hard to control the situation. Going to be a little bit too into your ego. But you're going to be pretty confident and you're going to make it through it. With the Queen of Wands, you're going to have that Queen of Wands energy going on. Feeling independent and creative, confident. I feel like you're going to stay pretty optimistic. You're going to have your compromise going on. And the Wheel of Fortune is going to be in the upright. So something is going to start going right. Maybe you're getting to the right. I feel like you're going to be taking some action to make a change, movement, destiny, luck. So you are making that move. I think that you're going to be feeling a little bit lighter about the situation. We do have the Six of Cups too. I feel like it's a person from your past. Also could indicate that maybe you just got this thing with the past going on. I'm trying to figure out what it is. With the Six of Wands, you'll be successful with whoever this Queen of Cups person is. I feel like they're an honest person with the Page of Swords. You're honest, they tell the truth. I think that you need, but however you need to gain, you're working on right now, like you're trying to gain experience about, so you can be with this person. I feel like you're supposed to be with this other person. This Three of Swords, third party person, whoever it may be. Then on the 7th day, we have the Eight of Swords, which is about releasing yourself. Releasing yourself from, like, finding a solution. Reclaiming your personal power and freeing yourself. It's time to wake up and realize how your own thoughts are limiting you. Okay? That's what the 7th day is. You're going to finally wake up and realize how your thoughts are what is limiting you. Then you'll see, so it almost feels like the theme is about, because I mean, it's saying thinker, right? I keep saying over and over again about your thoughts. Your thoughts are limiting you and holding you back, okay? You have to stop thinking negative thoughts about yourself. You have to have an appreciation of your strengths, where you need that what you used to perceive as failure is now a time of growth. Either way, I see you liberating yourself and getting that milk and honey. So let's go ahead and clarify the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Let's see what's going on in the 7th day. Please tell us about the 7th day with the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Please clarify the Eight of Swords in the reverse for the 7th day. Alright, we got the Emperor taking charge of the situation. It is on top of the Seven of Pentacles. Giving up on that situation. This right here in the reverse. You're feeling divinely guided to do that, and you're going to be manifesting success, that's for sure. With the Magician, with the King of Pentacles. You're going to be regaining your strength, taking action, realizing the truth about the situation, thinking logically, reconciling with your friend that you feel passionately about and moving forwards toward them. That's what I see going on here. Do the third party too, because you got the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Three of Cups. Alright. Let's go ahead and read number 44, Thinker. Whew. This ended up much longer video than I thought it was going to be. So the essential meaning for this card is strategy, being analytical and logical. And it says the ability to reason and strategize is the focus now. Take things at face value and follow the logical path. Your calculations will prove to be correct. For in this moment there is no deeper meaning than that what is obvious. Things are exactly as they seem. You have all the information you need. Keep it simple and you will win the game of life you're playing right now. And I am going to read the relationship message in case it applies to this, because obviously this is a relationship-based type of reading going on here. But anyway, it says, love is not logical, but when you choose a partner, it is good to have things in common other than desire. This is a time to weigh the pros and cons of your partnership. If there is enough common ground, go for it. If not, there are other fish in the sea. Don't force it to work. And should others tell you who they are, take them at their word. Now is not the time to indulge in a fantasy. No matter what, in this case, the facts are the facts. Ooh, I got some goosebumps from that one. I don't know, I think I've read that before, but it's been a long time. All right, so now I'm going to read Milk and Honey, and then the essential meaning is the taste of prosperity, opportunities born of authenticity, nurturing, abundance, trusting that your needs will be met. Okay, so the oracle message for this is, you've entered a sweet time in your life enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. It's an interlude that feels more languid than ambitious when all your senses are awake to the unlimited possibilities in the universe. That's what's going to be happening when you move on with the other person, I guess. These times are precious and only come when you're in the authentic zone, wearing the world as a loose garment, not wanting yet able to be nourished in ways both tangible and subtle. Abundance is an energy that you are a living part of. All of your needs are being met. You are given the gift of nourishment in every form. And again, I'm going to go ahead and read the relationship message. And it says, sensuality, connection, and passionate romance between lovers, sweet moments of understanding and love among friends and family are all here for you to savor now. Your heart's calling will be answered. Let your thoughts and feelings be sweet with gratitude, and you will be nourished with the honey of abundance. Ooh. All right, so whatever it is that you're moving out of and moving into is going to be like this milk and honey. And it's really advising you to try to think logically about it. You know, don't just like be in a fantasy, because when you go and you think logically and you make good choices, you're going to end up in the land of milk and honey and not in the land of the Three of Swords and the Tower. All right, so anyways, that's all I have for the Stone 4. If you like this kind of reading, please give my video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you would like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. All right, well, thank you very much, and I hope you all have a wonderful day or night. God bless.